Saturday by 21 Pilots is the song I'm talking you through today. You've been looking at the main sections and the main grooves to this song. It's just my version, but yeah, we're going to break down with on-screen notation and just show you what's going on in this song. Before I forget, if there's any other 21 Pilots songs that you want to learn, take a look in the description below. I'm going to leave a couple of links to the other tutorials that I've done, so if you fancy learning some other songs by 21 Pilots, have a look in the description. If you've liked this video, give it a like, and if you can leave me your comments, ask me some questions and just give me some feedback. And if you haven't already subscribed, if you could do that too, that'd be fantastic. So we've got this kind of drum groove going on in the background right at the start. It's got like a filter on it, so it doesn't really kick in. The first time we kick in with this kind of 1, 2, 3 and 4 and before the main groove kicks in. Have a listen to what it sounds like. It goes like this. So let's break this down. I'm playing this on the crash cymbal. You could play it on the hi-hat, I guess, but it doesn't really matter. But we've just got that 1, 2, 3 and 4 and. So I'm going literally 3 crashes with the kick. I'm going 1, 2, 3, and then the and on the snare, 4 on the kick, and the 4 and back on that crash. So the whole bar slowly. 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and again 3, 4, 1, 2, 3 and 4 and then the next bar we've got 3 beats rest and then a snare on beat 4. I'm playing a flam, one hand slightly in front of the other just to give it a bit of a kick. So the 2 bars in a row, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 1, 2, 3, 4. And then we come in with our groove. Now, it's pretty much the same groove throughout this piece. It's a 4-bar pattern, but 3 of the bars are pretty much the same. The only difference with the first bar is we've got a kick on the and. Have a listen to the 4 bars in a row. I'll play the 4 bars twice, so I'll do 8 bars in total. Have a listen. Goes like this. So we've got 8th notes on the hi-hat, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and we do have a backbeat on the 2 and the 4 going throughout this track, but we've got quite a few little ghost notes in between the 2 and the 4 on our snare drum. Remember, ghost notes are the notes that are a little bit quieter. They don't cut through like the backbeat on the 2 and the 4. I'm going to play the first bar nice and slow. See the on-screen notation here. First bar really slow, 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and again 2, 3, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Now I'm playing pretty much the same for the remainder of this 4 bars. The next 3 bars we just don't have that kick on the and of the 4, and I'm putting a little ghost note on the 4 and on the da of the 4. Have a listen to these 3 bars. I'll do it slowly so you can see it and hear and see what's going on. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. One more. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and So it's pretty much the same. If you can play the first bar and you're comfortable with that, these next 3 bars are going to be just fine. Let's go through the 4 bars nice and slow. Here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and second bar and 2 and 3 and 4 and a third bar and 2 and 3 4 and a fourth bar, and 2 and a 3 and 4 and a. Then we come to the chorus. Now the chorus, pretty much the same groove. You've got to listen out quite carefully. It is actually quite hard to hear the kick come through the mix. It's quite close to that, to the bass and the low sounds in this song, so it's actually quite hard to hear what's going on. But from what I'm making of this track, it's pretty much the first and second bar of what we've just done. So you've got that kick on the end of the 4 the first time, then it just plays that same groove again, then it goes back to the first bar with a kick at the end. So it's just kind of playing the same groove, except sometimes we've got a kick on the end of the 4, and other times we've just got a couple of little snares. It's pretty much the same groove. At the end of the chorus, we've got that kind of intro that I played, that 1, 2, 3 and 4 and that brings us back into the verse or the next section. It's kind of incorporating that into the groove. So let me just go through this section. Once you've heard it and gone through it a few times, you will hear it in the track and you will relate to what I'm talking about. So it goes like this, slowly. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. It's where you hear the lyrics, Saturday, Saturday, Saturday. It just kind of does that basically at the end. So I'll do it again. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then it goes back into the next section. Now it basically just repeats what we've done. There is a kind of a breakdown section with just the kick playing, not overly worried about that. When we get to roughly 2 minutes 26 into the track, we've got the groove and then it kind of suddenly stops, the whole band stops and then it kicks back in again. It's exactly the same sort of grooves that we've been talking about, except when you play the second bar, you don't play beat 1 and you come straight back in on beat 2. Have a listen, sounds like this. So again, you just got to do a little bit of counting here. It might feel a bit weird not playing that beat 1, you're just displacing that onto the next beat. So 2 bar pattern, let's just do it super slow. 2 bars in a row, here we go. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and same thing again. 3, 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Then we come to a drum fill. Now this drum fill is right at the end of this track. It's pretty much 2 minutes 41 into the song. We've got a drum fill into a kind of another stop where the groove stops at that 1/8 note and then comes back in. Have a listen. Sounds like this. So the whole rhythm here is basically going 1E and a 2 and a 3E and a 4 and. Now my interpretation of this fill, with literally for the first 4/16 notes, we're going to be going 1E and a, and then you're going to go hi-hat and kick, 2 and a. So snare and then back to the high tom. Let's do the first half of the bar. 3 and 4 and 1E and a 2 and a. And again 2, 3, 4. 1E and a 2 and a. And then the second half of the bar is going to go 3E and a 4 and an open hi-hat on the end of the 4. Let's do beats 3 and 4 again. 3 and 4 and 3 and 4 and then you've got beat 1 of the next bar as a rest, and then you can either hit I think it's a hi-hat in the track, and then it goes to the crash on the snare and just carries on with that groove, like in that displaced stop kind of bar that we talked about before this. It's exactly the same sort of thing. So let's do the whole bar slowly. 3 and 4 and 1 and a 2 and a 3 and a 4 and. My sticking, I'm going right, left, right, left, right, right, left. and then the rest of it takes care of itself. That first bit's just a little bit tricky. Let's do it again, whole bar. 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and there you go. That's pretty much the song. So real funky track, this one. I really like this one. It is off their new album. I'm sure you know that, but yeah, thanks for watching. Let me know your comments. Don't forget to check out some of my other 21 Pilot tutorials, and hopefully I'll see you all soon.